It's time for the Wynonna Earp After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. We are talking Doc, we are talking Way Hot, and we are talking vampires. Stick around.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hello and welcome back. It's time for Wynonna Earp Season 3 here on AfterBuzz TV. If you haven't already, go to youtube.com and search for the Wynonna Earp After Show. That's us. I love this song. I'm Yael Tygiel. I'm joined by my panel. Hello.
Hi, my name is Amber Plaster. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Amber Plaster. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, welcome back.
We missed you. Woo. And hey, Kari Lane here, and I was like, we're twinsies.
We're totally
Yay.
twinning. If you guys are listening to the podcast, you guys should watch the
watch on YouTube because it's
you
pretty
should watch
funny.
the YouTube.
Yeah, and Alexis Torres is here.
Hi guys, I know. I was like, ooh, all the woo sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also love that you guys are twinning. It makes me happy. That was not planned, by the way.
No, but I was like, so I know that. That should
We
work.
just knew.
Right?
We just knew.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Season 3, Episode 1. We're back in the beginning, blood red and going down. So much to talk about before we
What a
jump
title.
into it. Why don't y'all tell me your thoughts? Y'all. That's right. Wynonna Earp makes my country. Thoughts, Amber?
First thing was I was like, man, there's so much I forgot about this. Oh my gosh, I love the recap of it, and I never get tired of seeing Doc and Wynonna face off. Ever.
True.
I'm never gonna get tired of it. Want more of it. Happy, thank you, more, please.
Happy, thank you, more, please.
Yes.
Carrie?
Yeah, I like that it's right back in it with so much of the things we love. We get some drunk Wynonna, we get some sexy Way Hot, and then yes, the more sexy Wynonna and Doc fighting. And yeah, it's fun. It's like we haven't even been gone. And yes, the recap at the beginning was very nice. Of like, oh yes, all those little things. Because I don't have time to rewatch all of it. So it was very helpful.
What do you mean you don't have time? It's not like you do a billion
I
after
do a
shows.
lot of shows here, and I love this one. But it's nice too because it's more not necessarily just rewatch everything, but here are the bullet points of these things were important. Refresh this, because even if you saw it, you'd be like, oh wait, what's that important thing I should remember? So
Yes.
Thank you,
Alexis.
Yeah, I was gonna say the recap reminded me of Supernatural, but better. Sorry. I also do that
Wynonna
after
Earp, Supernatural, but better.
No, I mean, I've told people that to watch the show. I mean, I also love Supernatural because I do the after show, and I also love the show. But Wynonna Earp just has that different type of style that I'm like, yeah. But no, yeah, it was really nice because there was a lot of things that I forgot besides my big question of like, oh, where's the baby? But
You forgot the
no, I knew about the baby, but I was like, where is it? Like, what are we doing now?
I forgot about the baby.
See? So I didn't completely forget. I was just kind of like, wait, what actually happened though to the baby?
This was my least favorite thing about last season.
Yes, I know.
Because I hate children.
I know.
but they got rid of it.
I know.
Yeah,
I was
so you're okay.
happy.
So you're good.
They listened to you, Yael.
Yeah.
I forgot the big bad's name. I was like, what? Oh yeah, that name.
Bulshart.
So okay, 'cause
Not
I was gonna add.
Bulshart.
I like
Okay,
that they say
that's
it
definitely
so-
what I was hearing. So I was like, what? Question.
I'm glad they say it so often in the episode, because who? What?
Bulshart.
But I love it because they say it so fast. So I'm just like,
Is that still
what?
shart in there?
Yeah, I imagine
Shard
there's a...
with a
Shard.
D. With a
There's a
chard.
Is there? I'm sorry,
Somebody
it's with a T
else.
at the end. It is Bulshart.
But either way, I'm excited because it really threw us into something
Yes.
different, and I'm like monster of the week again, kind of a little bit, but also big bad, kind of question mark.
I really love that it was Monster of the Week that actually is very relevant to the big bad.
Yes.
So it's not Monster of the Week, Monster of the Week, oh, something big bad, Monster of the Week, Monster of the
Yeah,
Week.
yeah.
It's, this is incredibly important.
Yes.
And we open so beautifully with our team. I remember watching the beginning going, what? We're just gonna ignore everything that's happened.
Yep.
We're gonna start, and it's gonna be relevant, and it's wonderful. We're at Pussy Willow.
Oh,
we
it's
are.
so great.
We're with our team. Wynonna is drunk.
She's so drunk.
We were having a
Wasting so much
discussion.
alcohol.
Yeah, thank you. But also like sticky.
Yeah.
Beer sticky.
So, if
We
you've
were-
never had
yes.
beer before, our younger viewers, you should not be watching this. Kind of. Beer has a very distinct smell. So getting that all over you, hair, chesticles, all of the crevasses. It's not great.
Sticky.
Yeah. Experience.
We were discussing before the show about her being so drunk and then being very capable of kicking butt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was kind of like, come on, don't pretend like you're blackout drunk and then be able to take a bunch of guys. And then I was like, well, and Yael pointed out that she did puke it. She kind of like
She
booted
puked
in
all.
belly.
Yeah, at the end.
And she wasn't drinking. She was
Spilling.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, we don't know how many she's had before she started the spillage.
Yes.
She also has training in drinking and fighting
true.
simultaneously. So
It's kind of her superpower.
it kind of is her superpower.
I mean, it is a
Sexy
martial
drunk
artist.
fighting.
So, you know.
And slow-mo hair. Get our hair porn
slow-mo
right
hair.
away.
Yo, I don't
porn
know
is
who
back.
is in charge of that, but that hair, that slow-mo hair flipping and whatnot was fantastic. Because I'm sorry, if that was any, like, maybe, I don't speak for the rest of the ladies on the panel, but if that was me, it'd be like, for iTunes listeners, that was me eating my own hair.
I think you and I have that problem.
Not as much anymore.
Our
because of the short
blue-haired
hair.
twins do not.
Yeah. Twins do not.
Our blue-haired twins. So we met our vampires. I think, first of all, Sexy Fog, absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
And
The
Nedley.
episode of Sexy Fog.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really wanted this to just be called Sexy Fog.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Great
And I was
it could have
sad.
been a great episode
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. Sexy fog.
But Nedley being like, it's about time we have vampires.
Yes.
Yes.
She texted me. She's like, vampires.
I did. I texted her in all caps, vampires! Listen, I was there for Twilight. I was there for all the I love vampires. I'm not sick of it. I'm not over it. I'm here for this. I'm here for this episode,
Is there
guys.
anything media-wise that has vampires right now? Because everything's done,
Yes,
right?
Legacies is coming up next fall.
Okay.
Is the original still on?
Yes,
No.
they ended, and Legacies is the next spinoff of this.
Yeah. Because I knew that I was like, I knew there's a continuation.
It's
kind
time for
of.
vampires to come back, guys.
There you go.
I love me my
For
vampires,
fall.
but I am disappointed in their teeth.
Oh, they were all.
What
they
was
were
with
all
the
on
grills?
They're
grills?
stupid grill things. Because
I actually enjoyed the idea that they had grills because I thought it was interesting that the vampires, the changes that they now live forever and don't get older and whatever, but that their teeth don't change. Therefore, they have to make these devices so they can suck your blood. I thought that's a very like modernized version of them.
They've done
they
it
look kinda
before though,
tacky.
where they have like a nice, sexy thumb ring with a point. I've seen that before. Older movies, like in the '80s. I know I've seen that.
Boring.
No, but it's just like
immediately
I don't know. It just feels so fake. Of like that's like a staple of the vampire. Like
The teeth.
I like
Yeah.
it. Well, I feel like the teeth
and the
is...
gold grill just felt really.
Yes.
I think it's just because we couldn't see the fangs fully. It was
That
just like
too.
just
Show
the
them
top
better.
bar. So I didn't know if it was like we didn't have not the budget, but like we didn't have
I'm sorry.
time.
They're
so
saving their budget for a dragon guy.
That's
Yeah.
true. That is also true.
And they spent it all on Sexy Fog.
I mean, that's
Yes.
fine.
A
That was
lot
what the
of
budget
sexy
for that episode was. They just blew it on sexy fog.
I mean, I
which
feel
is
like those
fine.
actors had the presence of vampires. I didn't
Yes.
need to see the teeth.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
Our vampires are directly related to Bulshart. I'm gonna get everyone to say that as his name.
We're so sorry, guys.
I
I know.
actually heard it where I didn't even hear the last syllable, like the last letter. I just heard Bulshar.
I think it is Bulshar.
I think it's
Yo,
Bulshart.
I don't know.
Oh, I think it's 100% Bulshar, but
I
I
think
like
it's
it
Please,
too.
I keep-
later on this video, leave a comment.
Yeah, because I definitely keep hearing either D or T. Those
And
are the
then-
two things I
No
hear.
one has said a T but me. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, we
No,
haven't seen it with
I've heard it,
subtitles
though.
too. So
Yeah. Oh, did you have it on?
no, we our link.
That's what I was gonna say. I
Yeah.
was like, how did you do that?
Anyway, back to our vampires. So Nedley tells us that whatever happened at the Pussy Willow it was not them.
Yeah.
In his neckerchief. Because he's trying to impress someone. Oh my God, Nedley!
Nedley was adorable in this episode.
I loved
Yeah.
Nedley this
Yeah.
episode. I feel like we don't get enough.
I need more of him.
But so we have the Cult of Bulshar and we have the vampires. And the Cult of Bulshar gets us this very weird thing about hot. Did you all catch something when she was having her panic attack looking at the bodies?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was weird because she normally does so well and doesn't really care. And then when she had the last, like, oh, that thing, and freaks out. And then when you see it,
It's a symbol carved into a
yeah.
body.
Yeah.
Which we've seen worse. She's seen worse. But then, there's connection. And you go, oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I liked she had a little throwaway line about like, no, I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor. And then she sort of mutters it,
She
and I
says,
was like,
I'm the survivor.
yeah,
And
but
that's why I was like, what?
I was like, oh, that's a nice like message for people. And then I was like, no, that means something. And then
Yeah.
they brought it back. And I
Yeah.
like it when they just like piecemeal little clues throughout the episode.
I thought that was a moment where she was going to break out from the spell.
Me too. She
like,
looked super
"Ah!"
aware.
No.
Oh.
Nah, it's okay. I liked seeing in a trance hot because it was hot.
I liked them in a trance having the conversation about if they're going to let someone get between them, it's gonna be a vampire.
Yep, it makes sense. Yeah.
Feels right.
It's so perfect. So Vampire Petra is her name, who sexily glamours the both of them.
I love that line of like, her name is Petra, and I love her.
Yeah.
Because
Because she like came out of the bathroom stall, and I was like,
Oh,
"What's
she
she
looked
gonna
all-
say?" And
What
she was
has she
like,
been
"Hello."
doing in there, too?
Yeah, because I was like, "What?"
It's like, hi.
what are you
Yeah.
doing?
She was gone for a while, too.
Yes, but she was silent.
Well, that's what I felt
Maybe
like.
she's good at
Clearly,
being
Petra
quiet.
got to her.
Petra got to her and was
Yeah.
like, "Sit quietly."
Yeah, until I make my entrance,
Let me make my entrance.
and then you can
Yes.
come out.
So the vampires are gathering everyone for this party. And the party is half people who are going to be turned, half people who are going to be eaten.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Nedley is going to be turned. Jeremy is going to be eaten.
Well, I mean,
They're laughing together.
Yes, I really like the idea. I would love all of the characters to be like, turned, eaten. I want labels. I think this is wonderful.
I also love that Jeremy's trying to grow a dog
dog
stash.
stash.
Can we address that stash on Jeremy? What is happening?
He's trying.
There
his
can
best.
only be one.
He's trying his best. I mean, even Doc has a little tiny one that he's got going on there. Not Doc, Dolls.
Okay.
Dolls has
Yeah.
one, too.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, he has a
I
little...
was
he has
like,
a little-
Docs is full and
No,
beautiful.
it's hard.
Dolls.
Doc, Dolls. Doc Dolls.
Yeah, I'm not such a big fan of
The facial hair?
Jeremy's, well, except for Docs.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I meant the
The
other
others.
characters who we established did not have facial hair first.
You're not a fan of
Jeremy
facial
could-
hair in general.
I like Docs.
That's it.
Agreed.
I think Jeremy could
Period.
rock like a 5 o'clock shadow, and the scruff would look good for him.
That
Dolls,
would
I
make him
want a
less
goatee.
nerdy, though. If
Yes.
he had a scruff, he'd
This
be
is
less
true.
like anxious looking.
And then dolls, I want to
I think it'd be
say
funny.
a full goatee. Like the around, not just the little tiny
Oh,
stash
I
on
hate
top.
goatees. Goatees are the worst.
No.
Looks really
so
good on Black
creepy.
It can
Men,
be good.
No.
Speaking of creepy, let's talk about the mystery soldier dude. That's what, in my notes, he's soldier dude. Who in the
That
end,
does the hand?
he does the hand, and then in the
Yes.
end is with Bulshart.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I didn't recognize him enough to know that was him, actually.
He's the only person in a uniform.
I don't think I was looking at his clothes.
I
It
was not
dark.
looking at
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
sorry.
dark,
Some of us absolutely notice uniforms at all times.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes
Same guy.
yeah.
What did we think about him? Do we have any thoughts yet, or are we just waiting to see who he is and what he turns out to be?
Waiting.
Same.
You guys are so
He,
patient.
he feels
Well,
like
I
more
mean-
of a right hand like minion type
Yeah.
to me. Like
Yeah.
I don't care because I'm like, oh, you're not gonna die until the last episode, and all you're gonna do is do the bidding of
Yeah.
the main evil guy.
But the-
That's how I feel.
Who's the main evil guy?
Bullshit.
Okay. I
She just wanted you to
it.
say it. But I also feel like the showdown between our soldier and Dolls, because he's also our soldier technically, would also be very interesting to see. So I'm calling that.
Yes. I'm loving these. So Doc is taken by a vampire who turns out to be Contessa. Did we meet Contessa before?
I don't feel so.
No, she's a new character.
Okay.
I think,
Yeah.
but
I
he
definitely would've
knows her
noticed.
from
Oh,
before.
he
Yeah, I think
knows
that line
her.
delivery was to
I
say
definitely
they
would've
had a
noticed.
history.
Yeah,
Or she
not
could
we
be
should know who
old
she
too.
is.
I
In
just-
I mean,
terms
she's a
of-
vampire, so
Like she
yeah.
could be 100-year-old something vampire and knew him,
Yeah, way
back,
back
in the
in the
day.
day.
That's what I
Yeah.
assume.
That's why she was so angry when she was like, "You can't be the Doc Holliday that I remember."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "What did they do to you?" And I was like, "What are you gonna do to her?"
So it's interesting because she says that the vampires want to turn him.
Yes.
But in the end, she says that she doesn't want to turn him. She says,
that was weird for me.
It was weird for me, but also at the end, he did come back for you, is the last thing she says before she runs away.
I thought she said, I came back for you.
I thought she said
I thought
came
she
back.
said, I came back for you.
I think she said that too.
Oh.
Because the
Yeah.
thing is, I think at the beginning when she was more angry with him, it's like, yeah, we're going to turn you. And then as the fact that he remembers her, because I think she was a little hurt that he didn't recognize her.
Sure.
But I'm like,
It's
you
also
are
been a
wearing a mask
long
thing.
time- yeah.
But still, and it's been a while.
Whatever.
And then finally when he, warms up to her a bit, and then it's the, okay, wait, now I actually don't want this to happen to you this way.
Okay.
Also, because she's running in a panic, like she runs in, and then that's also when she says, wait, I don't want this to happen to you. So things aren't going as planned, so maybe that's also why
Right.
she's like...
She runs in after Wynonna's entrance, which
Yeah.
we'll talk about in a second.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm on a different spectrum. I agree to a point with you, but I feel like she was in a panic because she needed to know if he was the real Doc because she's always been planning to save him in the entire time that they were there.
Oh.
But she had to double check because she's like, I don't want to save you if you're not the guy that I'm looking for. You know what I mean?
Ooh, maybe there's a bigger purpose than they were saying before.
Yeah, and
Besides
she
just
and she knew
turning
about
him
it.
something else.
Right.
Yeah. But did he shoot, like, did she get shot? Like, was that a thing?
He
No.
shot,
He shot
near
her, right? Okay, I just
Yeah.
want to make sure. Again, my screen was dark.
I thought he did.
He shot
and
at her.
I think he shot at her, but it's
But
one
not-
of those, he's a good shot. He's not going to miss
Right.
it. the
Yeah,
way
that's
he
why I
wants
was
to.
like,
Also,
what's
she's
going
a
on?
vampire.
Also true.
And he just has a gun.
Yeah, just a regular gun.
A gun.
Yeah.
Just a gun.
Yeah, just a gun.
Yeah, but she still doesn't want to get, like...
Ruin her
hit.
pretty dress.
Yeah.
That's true.
God, she was hot.
So she reveals to us that the vampires have come to watch the show, that they are there for when Bulshar
Oh my God.
comes and gets his powers back. And the idea is that they're the original families. They're the VIPs. They're the people who were there. I love that speech where they're like, your families were here, and they were there under Sheriff Clutie, and then when he became Bulshar, and then they betrayed him, and now we're going to eat you.
I was like, wow, all right.
Nice recap.
Yeah.
I was like, thank you for connecting the story.
Yeah, because I was.
And in a fun way, too. Not
Yeah,
just
it was
fun.
here's
Everyone was happy.
information.
What did he call them? He was like, thanks. He was like, you ranch eating idiots. Or
Oh my God. I was
He's like, thanks
dying.
for fanning up for us.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Rude.
So Wynonna gets taken by Nicole and everyone to the party in a coffin. And dolls.
And they do her hair.
They do her
I mean,
hair.
she looks great.
And the gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Big
That
fan.
she leaves on.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
like, these scream Jeremy. I'm going to keep them.
Yeah.
And Dolls finds her. But Dolls, there's a whole question of whether Dolls, why Dolls wasn't glamored.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you believe it's because he's a dragon, or do you believe there's another reason?
I think it's because of whatever magical properties he has. Because I feel like in most vampire lore, if you're another like creature,
Vampire nerd.
She knows,
I
man.
love it.
you ready?
Yes, come on.
So like if you're like a werewolf or like a changeling or like an angel or a pixie or anything like that, you're way less likely to be glamored by another mythical creature. It just feels similar to many other stories that we've seen before. So it stands to reason that because he is also special, he's less likely to be affected. Plus he said that I kind of ran away. So they didn't do that kind of like caress thing. I don't think they were able to touch him.
I think he said they tried to do it 4 times.
Oh, with touching him?
Yeah.
I thought they just encountered. I didn't catch that.
I felt that we were just told that. We didn't see it.
Right,
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
told
Okay.
that. I thought he said it.
Yeah, I think they had to make the actual contact. It felt like near them you got kind of almost contact high, just a little bit of that,
Sexy fog?
little bit
Oh,
of that sexy
sexy
fog.
fog.
But then once you've been touched, oh, you're done.
Yeah, done
So
deal.
maybe since he didn't get touched, I don't know, like I'm gonna feel there's more to. Yeah, me too.
Where I'm like, I feel like, yes, magic properties make sense, but I'm also like, we also didn't see what happened, and I'm really
Yeah.
skeptical because Dolls
Yes.
usually, he also can't control a lot of his own magic, so I'm like,
Maybe he'd burn them.
I mean,
Maybe.
It almost felt like they just got that out of the way because he was
Sure.
like, they were
Yeah.
like, why weren't you glamour? And he was like, oh, I'm special. And they're like, yeah, special. Like they just
Yeah,
like,
it
they
was-
just
yeah.
kind of
Didn't
wanted
care.
to address it really quick.
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
I don't think we're being like tricked.
I don't trust TV shows, period.
That too.
I need explanations.
Yeah, I'm torn as well. I was like, that makes sense. I would have, had they not questioned it, I would have assumed for myself that
Yeah,
that was why.
same.
But because they addressed
I was
it,
like,
That's a good point.
now I don't trust it.
That's a good point.
And again, since he just says it and nobody was present,
Yes.
makes
Yo,
it suspicious.
I love Dolls. I don't trust him, like, as far as I can throw him when it comes to anything.
Yeah.
Not because of the fact that he's a terrible person, because he's not. It's just that he's also an agent who lives a lie. I feel like he just throws words out.
Yeah, we have a lot of things we don't know about that man.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he does bring us the Black Badge issued Nocturnal Exsanguinator clearance
Where did
Yes.
he get this?
from Black Badge.
Exsanguinator.
Yeah, because
It's
they.
a great word.
Okay. Let's do it.
we're gonna
take all
need
the
more
blood out.
steaks.
Yeah.
That was funny too.
Great.
Yeah, I love that.
And then the beautiful entrance of Wynonna. And Waverly, who's your favorite? That was great.
That was
was really great.
awesome.
I really like the idea of you lose your spell if you kill the
Yeah,
the
no,
performer.
that's one of
So
those that
much-
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. In a bizarre world of vampires, sure. Oh yeah, I follow that rule. That makes sense.
That rule is great.
But it was also really nice because it was a creative way of doing that, because you could
Yeah.
have just had it like, just start killing people, or you could have been like, okay, well, how do I know who's controlling who?
Yes.
Instead, they're just like, so who's your favorite? Like, it was the most easy and classy
Yeah.
way.
Really
Even the
Yeah,
vampires
to
were
do it.
like, wouldn't be
like-
surprised.
Yeah,
Right,
they're
they
just
were like,
yeah.
yes, I am.
yeah,
your
I am the favorite. No,
I'm the
how did you
best.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
and
played
then-
against their ego.
We have what I call a stab fest. That's what I
That
call
was
that
exactly
scene.
what
Yeah.
this was. It was a stabby stab stab.
It was
Stab Fest
beautiful.
2018.
Nice.
I want shirts.
Yes.
New shirt ideas.
We are on top of it.
Yeah.
Doc arrives.
Yeah.
He also helps.
With a tank top.
Barefoot.
I'm sorry. When Jeremy says, "Why is he shirtless?" I went, "Sir, if that's what you think shirtless is, you know nothing."
I feel like he hasn't seen that much skin exposed from
was
Doc
weird.
in that
It's a
moment. So
undershirt.
Yeah,
so that
so
means
it
it's shirtless.
maybe to him that's shirtless
But-
because that's like the most like.
We've seen him in an undershirt before, and if I may, I would like him to be completely shirtless.
No, but I
Yes.
meant like because Jeremy is so innocent that he's like,
I
why
see.
is he not wearing like an actual
Okay.
shirt? He's wearing a
Shirt.
tank top.
Why
I-
is he
I
cold?
felt-
It's snowing.
I
Yeah.
felt scandalized. I felt like I was faked out. I was like, he's shirtless? He's not shirtless.
Yeah, it was
very
painful.
misleading.
Yeah.
Actually, I cringed though when he ran and jumped in the snow barefoot.
I was like,
I was like,
Ah.
no, that's gonna hurt.
His feet were just electrocuted.
so he's fine.
That too.
It probably felt really good.
Yeah, the snow was nice. So then Doc arrives, saves them, they all leave, and we have one left, the one older guy.
Weirdly under a sheet.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
why
that
did he-
that's where he tried to
He was
hide.
like, I'm going to become a lamp.
I thought it was a child. So, oh, is there a vampire kid?
I thought it was like a totally different person we haven't seen
Yeah.
yet. And I got really excited.
It's like, oh.
I was confused. I was like, I feel like you're the leader of this group, and that's where you hide?
Nah,
feel
he's just a
like
public speaker.
Yeah.
I feel like he underestimates all humans because he
Yes.
already made fun of them.
Correct.
And he just assumes that they're just idiots. So that's why I think he was like, I'll just hang back here and no one will notice me.
I'll buy that.
All right.
Again, I'm a chair. I'm a
Thank
chair. I'm a
you.
chair. I'm a chair.
I really wish we would have heard
Look away, look away.
This is not the vampire you're looking for.
that. So
Sexy fog.
You can't see me.
he says,
I'm under a
he
sheet.
says to them, Bulshar is here to finish what he started. I will die before I tell you anything else.
Okay.
And then they are like, nah, we're going to send you back to him. So he goes back to Bulshart, he's on his knees begging. And Soldier Dude is like, there are many ways to serve Bulshart. And then they force feed him something.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't see it, right? Like, because I
Well,
couldn't see
I mean,
it.
It's
Something.
looks like a
looked like a rock.
It looked like a
leafy,
spider.
rocky.
Spider.
Spider.
Yeah.
Like a
It didn't look
crab.
like it had legs though.
It had legs, but they felt like they
Oh,
were...
it's all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or like
It was
an Egyptian beetle. Like it looked like
Oh,
was like
yeah.
yeah.
A
A
scarab.
scarab?
Yeah. Yeah.
For those who are listening to the
those
audio podcast and are missing all of our hand motions,
yeah.
their claws, I got nothing.
I still have nightmares from the mummy, from those stupid scarabs that were crawling under people's skin.
Yes.
Speaking of Bulshar, let's talk about Mama Earp for a second.
Mama Earp!
But before we get to Mama Earp, I believe Alexis has something she'd like to tell us about.
What up,
Yes.
AfterBuzzers? Our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows, including this one. From dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more, there is no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels, or this one right here. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about those pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button for this channel and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know if you did, because if you put it in the comments, we'll thank you later. For now, thanks for being the best fans in the world and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Thank you, Alexis.
Meow.
And usually, this after show specifically will have a live chat going where you can join us every week talking about it. because we like hearing your thoughts. And you can tell us if it's Bulshart, or Bulshart.
We're gonna have so many comments.
Yeah.
And
So
the
many.
Wynonna Earp fans are the nicest / best fans I've ever met.
Yeah,
That's
I get so much love
So
from
get
them.
in the chat if you're not, because it's a party.
Yep.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Let's talk about Mama Earp. So last we saw Mama Earp, she was in the outdoors.
Yes.
I have
And
questions.
now she is locked up in the indoors
Yes.
in a jail.
Yeah.
/ they're like, she's crazy.
Prison.
It's prison, but they're like, she's nuts.
Psychiatric ward of a prison.
Fine, I'll allow it. Yes, question.
But why?
How did she get from outside to inside?
Yeah. Also, what happened to her? Wait, what was the time jump? Was it a year? Right?
It's been 19 weeks.
Oh yeah, 19 weeks. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Doug.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, I was just like, what? 19 weeks is okay. That's kind of long. But like at the same time, I'm like, but
How did you get from the outside to the inside?
You seemed cognitive the last time we saw you. What happened?
I mean, she didn't say a word last time.
Well,
I saw her.
also
she
we
was
pointed
focusing.
out that the mom went away to prison when she was young, and Waverly they told her they
ran
went
off.
voluntarily. So then you were in, then you got out, went back.
Or when we saw where she was sitting outside, this was my only thought of how it could possibly be. Is that like it's the outside? Oh no, I thought that she was like
Still in prison, but
still
outside.
in prison, but like we just saw her
yeah.
in the outside of the prison,
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The yard.
the
makes
yard
sense.
that has a lake.
I would buy that.
Yeah, because I was very confused because
It
there was
has
a
a
giant
view.
because there was a
Yeah.
giant body of water. So I was just like, because I was also thinking of like I don't know how, not medieval. That's not the technical term, but the how country we can get because you know how like back in the day we used to see prisoners like hitting rocks
Yeah.
with like
Yes.
like picks and stuff like that. So I was like, are they still doing that even in now? I don't know because I know they also have to bring out prisoners to do like community service work and things like that.
Ooh,
so I was
there
like,
you
maybe
go.
she was picking up trash. I don't know. Like,
I just want to know how she got from the outside
Yeah.
to the inside.
I need explanations of what happened from that time to now.
Maybe that's going to be a whole episode
Could be.
where Waverly has questions about her mom because they're on their way to go see her.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll get to that in just a bit. So Mama Earp says that Bulshart put a curse on the Earps. I thought that was very interesting where Wynonna says, he cursed our family. And she goes, not our family.
The Earps. Well, you married him. Or you married one.
What did you all take that to mean other than like, I'm not an Earp?
I think bloodline, yeah. So she's like,
Yeah.
listen, I didn't do this. I married into it. The curse obviously doesn't affect her directly.
I also
Yet
feel like-
she talks to him. The voices in my head tell me things about him. And then she says, my daughters are off limits.
Maybe they've made a deal because she's so closely related to an Earp that they're like, we want information from you. We'll keep you safe,
Yeah,
or
makes
maybe
sense.
we'll not keep you safe. Maybe we'll keep your daughter safe. And she's like, fine. So like they kind of haunt her,
Interesting.
you know.
I like that thought.
Yeah.
Any others?
I mean, I couldn't tell because I know that we haven't really hung out with the mom and we don't know much about her. So I didn't know if she actually does feel some sort of anger towards the Earps because she's been put in this situation at the same time. So I couldn't tell if that's why she's not around is because of the fact that she's like, I don't want any part of this and I'm leaving. But I also don't know. So that's why I can't tell if she's actually upset about, the fact that the Earps did this to her or if she's just trying to put on a facade just to keep her, disconnected from everybody in her own way, shape, and form. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carrie?
Yeah. I mean, ditto on everything. Nothing besides that really comes to mind. And I feel it's one of those they're going to probably unfold more later.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah,
They
of
have to.
course. But now I want answers.
Yes, correct.
So Dolls brings Wynonna Mama's file, but it's all redacted.
A lot.
A lot of it
I'm
is.
like, what happened to you?
I want to look in that file.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Let's switch gears a little bit and talk about Wynonna and Doc and their relationship because I
was confused.
loved this idea that he's dealing with
Postpartum
depression.
Which is very normal for dads to go through, or new dads,
Especially
or lack of thereof.
if the kid's not there.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
like that it feels like their relationship has really grown. Up until this point, I feel like it's been this like,
little
yes,
hot and
no,
cold.
yeah.
Yeah.
hot and cold.
Well, because I feel like that's what
Yes.
that's what we were getting for all these seasons. So I thought, oh, maybe we're just continuing that theme again. So I didn't know what was going on, but I was also very confused by the kiss we got earlier. But Yael explained to me that it was a thank you kiss, not a regular datey cutesy kiss to dolls.
Dolls got a peck on the cheek.
Yeah.
So
But that's
because
a cheek kiss. That's
well,
okay.
because I was confused because I didn't see Doc, so I was like, and because it's already been it's been months at this
19
point.
weeks.
Sorry, 19 weeks.
I have it written down.
Well, I know, but it was before he said how long it's
yes.
been. But you can tell because of everyone's appearance has
That's
changed.
still a few
I'm
months.
like, yeah. But either way, I didn't know. I thought it was longer than that. I thought it's
see.
like a year or two or
Yeah.
something. Because again, everyone's appearance has changed. I was like, oh, so is she now on the dolls train now? I'm confused.
I
So then at this point,
I
I
was
like,
also confused.
yeah, so then all of a sudden when we got that cold shoulder from Doc, I went, okay, so that's why they're not together, is because he's dealing with his own postpartum because of the baby, she's trying to move forward, and we're at this weird standstill. And then we got the end, and I was like, you know what? I'm happy. Either way. So yeah.
I mean, when she's asking for his snarky remarks, and he
Yeah.
says, "You look great," almost as though it never happened at all.
Oh, that
What a
hurt.
dig!
But it was
Yeah.
nice because usually anytime we see a TV show, it's usually the mom who has to go through postpartum, so it was nice to see it from the other end.
It just shows how much he actually really cares. Like, this
Yeah.
was important
Yeah.
to him. Actually, there was another moment, too. I forget which scene exactly, but Doc is walking in, Wynonna's there, and Dolls is, I'm going to
Oh yeah, he was
aside.
like, "Do-do-do-do-do."
So I'll let you guys
What's
have your
happening over
moment.
there?
I mean, he
knows. He's so
Oh,
Yeah.
he's not. He not only knows later when they're having their Vietnamese breakfast. He's like, "You always make the right choice, almost always."
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, I was
great.
like, ooh.
I was here for it.
I was like, ooh, look at that tea.
You
I just
know-
really wanted to be in the corner, just be like,
I would like Dolls to find someone, but not Wynonna.
yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Maybe another dragon. What?
So we start the episode where Doc won't touch her unless they're fighting. He won't talk unless he's angry. So I keep him training and angry.
I like that.
Also, there's so much Gentleman's
Feels
Jack
right for him.
in this entire episode because they kept drinking from that same bottle,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, Gentleman's Jack, sponsored.
Makes sense.
yeah.
Perfect sponsor.
Yeah.
And in the end, they toast it to Alice.
Oh, it's so nice.
Ah, babies. And then the part that I was waiting for, they start making out.
Yeah.
So good.
And we're back.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good go in for that kiss. Like,
Um,
I've been waiting for you. I've missed you. Kiss.
Our other beloved relationship.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man, Twitter, they were teasing that one up a lot.
as
get
Way
ready.
Hot usually
Get ready.
does.
You know what I really love, though, is the scene that we have where they're in the bed. Waverly says, "I had a dream that you were married." And Hot says, "I had a dream that you were making out with a hot revenant in a hot tub." And I was like, this is them dealing with it.
Yeah.
And they're like, great, we both messed up.
Yeah.
And we're going to just move on.
Like our relationship is supposed to be.
I'm
that's
so
good.
happy. I feel like a lot of shows now just harp on like, you lied. We
That
get
means
it.
everything
Yeah.
is a lie. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Table flip.
You've talked, you've worked it out, we're moving on.
Yeah.
Like normal people usually handle problems in a
adults.
relationship. Yeah.
It just that moment in itself was so beautiful.
And
Yeah.
so kind too. They weren't, oh, you did this, you horrible person, you. Just, so hey, this happened.
And I was-
Yeah, it happened.
and I was
But
scared
guess
about
what?
that.
Makeup time was fun.
Yeah.
It was cute and playful. And it felt like appropriate for what kind of way you'd be talking in the bed in the next morning.
Yeah, and I was scared that it was going to be that. So, but I love that when we had the opening scene of the two of them together, they were talking like nothing had happened,
Yeah.
which was nice. So,
I especially appreciate it because last season when we discussed it here on the show, it became a big conversation of Waverly making out with
ooh, I don't remember.
Tamara Duarte's character.
Yeah.
Rosita, Rosalie,
I think Rosita.
Rosita sounds great.
Rosita.
Rosita. I feel like it's
I
Rosita.
want to say it's Rosita.
Oh, dude, curse you live chat. Where are you when we need you?
Yeah, I was
Rosalita?
calling Jeremy Varun the whole first half of watching this.
Yeah.
So when that happened, there was a lot of
Oh, people are
discussion.
upset.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that our characters are strong enough and committed enough that they can move forward.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
wonderful.
Because if they really love each other, could be like, come on, that one thing's not going to break it. You need to have
And
just talk like adults.
Both of them messed
Yes.
up.
Yeah, and it's a good time to sit there and be like, hey guys, if you're going through something, you need to talk it out. It's the
Yes.
only way that you're going to be able to get to that next step. And if you choose not to do that, you can't move on.
Yeah.
You know, and if you do and don't talk about it, it might come up later.
It will come up.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which is usually how TV shows
When?
work.
And then it'll be, you lied, everything's a lie.
And then it just
Oh,
becomes
I hate that
yeah,
one. You
especially-
lied about this one thing. That means everything's a lie. No.
You kept a single secret,
Just
and
one.
therefore I can never trust anything.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's not how reality works.
Come on, The Flash.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna be nope.
Okay. And then Wynonna, learning from her sister, gotta tell the truth,
Yep.
gets in the car with Waverly. They're gonna have a chat in the truck. What is this prison pass? They're obviously on their way to said
The
prison.
prison, yeah.
And then, bang, a crash. No one knows what happened. No one knows what they were looking out for. And then we just see Waverly dragged off,
Yeah, all bloody too. I was like, no.
screaming for her sister.
Oh, I'm like, did you all wear seatbelts? I bet you did.
I was so scared that she's like,
Yeah,
goes like
through
right
the
through the
window.
windshield.
I mean, the scene was them like flying
Yeah.
around. their
Yeah,
hair,
so I
but-
have no idea. Also, again, I know it's awful because they're in an accident, but the hair was just, sorry.
Well, I was going to say one other quick comment on that and hair. I love when Waverly gets up in the morning and her hair is perfectly
curled. I was like,
Be all
get out of
girl.
here.
You know what though? There's very few characters that I would buy that. I would buy Waverly like putting her hair in rollers and
Okay.
making sure her like hair looks
Perfect. Like right when the sun comes up, and then she like takes
Yeah.
them out real quick and then lays
and
back down.
she's like an early riser and like I buy it.
Sure, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take that for sure.
I was going to say it's a different kind of curled hair, but
No, but you never know. We'll pretend like it is.
People who know hair.
yeah.
We're also dealing with a magical show.
You know.
You
No,
know?
this is a question I asked Emily at the Comic-Con because, yeah, you know, first name basis. But I was like, so how does she have perfect hair? It's like, well, she's cursed. Let's let her have good hair. And I'm like, all right.
Makes sense.
Nice, fair.
Might as well.
Are there any final thoughts on Blood Red and Going Down before we head into predictions?
I'm curious to see if we're gonna get. Why can't I remember his name? Starts with a B.
Boba.
Yeah, if he's coming back.
I'll never
Bobo?
forget.
Which, if you want some more Bobo, Altered Carbon, he's on that for a little bit.
That's right. But no, I was remembering it, but I didn't want to be wrong because I'm also thinking of the anime. It's called Bobo 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 Bobo, and I was like, I don't want to do
Too many
Bobo.
bows.
There's a lot.
I'd want Bobo back.
Yeah. Well, I didn't because I thought. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought he was gonna come back.
I'm always about Bobo back.
Yeah.
Bobo and Doc, I ship it.
Yeah.
All right. I'll save it for predictions.
All right,
I thought we were doing that.
let's head into predictions.
Hey.
We were getting there.
Oh, sorry.
Your
I went ahead.
AfterBuzz TV.
I was excitable. Excited. Excitable.
I don't speak English, I don't know.
Words.
Next episode is called When You Call My Name.
Ooh, sexy. More sexy fog.
Yes. Any big predictions, I would say, about the season? I know we've predicted that we're going to have Soldier Dude fighting dolls.
Yep, that's my prediction.
I
that.
like that prediction.
Yeah.
I want more dragon from dolls.
Yeah.
Like more visual, obvious.
They did
Not just
save their
eyes.
money, so
That whole,
You
yeah.
know.
No teeth.
you want fire.
yeah.
I want answers on, there was last season like a very small thing that Jeremy said about the babies in Black Badge. And the idea
Yeah.
that dolls was taken and experimented on as
Yeah.
a baby or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know if that was said or if we all came up with that. I want that explained.
I don't know that we're ever gonna get a doll's origin story. It just sounds too expensive.
I'm with you on that.
Like
I get that.
True.
it could be like an entire movie, like just like Wolverine. Like it could be, but we don't have time for that. I don't
Sure,
think we're
sure,
gonna
sure.
see it.
I think
I would like it, but I don't think we're gonna see it.
I think we're going to build up to fighting Bulshart, and then we're going to stop, give us a doll story, and then continue.
Like right before he dies or something.
I think
Like
we're
not
gonna-
dies,
I
but
feel
you
they
know what I
could
mean.
draw this out and we don't even fight him, meet him till almost the end.
Yeah, like second to last episode.
And it'll be kind of the monster of the week, but connected.
Yeah.
But we don't get like,
I can see.
you know, the
You mean like
three-quarter.
more Cult of Bulshar, more
Yeah.
vampires showing up?
Yeah, like maybe 3 episodes from the end, we finally get to see him, and then it's fight, and then how do we resolve?
Ooh, I predict Wynonna dream meeting and fighting
Sure.
before we actually meet and fight.
Yes.
That makes sense.
I like that.
Yeah,
Because
that
that's
makes
a
sense.
thing that happens in
Yeah.
shows.
I mean, quite a bit. Yeah. I think that I don't know if it's going to be just vampires. I kind of want it to be how you said, where's Monsters of the Week, but it's because they're all part of the same cult. So they keep bringing in more baddies or more groups of
Or
baddies.
they're drawn to it.
Yeah, kind of thing where it's like you get, we'll get not Wolverines. Werewolves. You got it in my head. I was like,
You welcome, girl.
A bunch of Hugh
werewolves,
Jackmans show up to fight all of the Aquaman.
I mean, that's what, I was like, Jason Momoa's. You need a lot of those. But I was thinking
Horny
that'd be,
Jason Momoa.
that was insane.
Lots of them, yes.
But I think that'd be really cool to do like the classic monsters. So you have
Yeah.
your werewolves, you have your vampires,
Mummies.
Can we get some
Mummies.
zombies too?
zombies, whatever. I mean, we had technically
other
Revenants,
undead,
but
yeah.
We
but
all have
you know what I mean.
different wants.
I know, but that's why I think that would be cool to do that. But I'm not saying that that's what the show is going to do. But that would be. But I would also be fine with just a vampire season period, and that would
Yeah.
be very interesting to see different types of vampires.
Ooh,
Do you see what I mean? Where it could
Ones
go
that
from
actually
like
have
the
fangs.
classy vampires
I
to
am
like the
hoping
really
for
like
a vampire season.
yeah. I just
Just
think
to
it'd be
be
cool.
very clear, I'm very down with this.
Because I think it'd be kind of cool
These
to
are
use the
also
makeup.
daywalkers.
Exactly.
So like very
That's
specific
true.
Well, that's why I
vampires.
think it'd be cool to do a
So I'm
full
okay with
vampire
them.
season because then you can have, like I said,
Yeah.
the classy, not uptight, but upper class ones.
The
But then you
old,
can
the
also get like
ancients.
the ones that are like in the trees and kind of like drooling and like
The less
The Van
sentient ones.
Helsing ones.
yeah, but you know what I mean, like to the point where it's so scary that you're just oh my god, So you can get
Yeah.
ranges.
Well, the pilot episode of Wynonna Earp was scary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I
Yeah.
feel like we can go back to that for a little bit for one of
Yes,
those episodes and make it like
please. That'd be
super
good.
horror-y in like a warehouse or something, or
Yeah.
or the prison. Like I think that would be cool if we
Ooh.
had the prison and it becomes an outbreak kind of thing, but with
Yeah.
vampires. You know what I mean?
Or bring back some of the other critters that we met season
True.
previous.
That would be
you
good.
know.
I feel like if we're not going to get a doll's origin story in the middle, I think that we're going to have an Alice intermission in the
Ah.
middle.
Oh, no.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna bring like a baby back, but because of the
No.
fact that we're in a magical world, you could grow her and she could be like
It's
10.
not growing and coming back.
You don't know that.
Two things. One,
Just like Renesmee.
yeah. See, that's what I was thinking. I was
Get
like,
outta here.
Renesmee.
so first of all, I think it would be really nice. I really liked that the Reverends were like, she's dead. I'm like, yes, she is.
I don't think she's dead.
No,
think
she's
No,
not.
I
She's with
definitely-
Gus. Do we not remember her getting on a helicopter with Gus?
No, I remember
Okay,
that.
great.
I'm just saying
But
that
it
I
was
feel
one
like
of those, it was a multi-step broken plan on purpose so that not everybody knew where things were.
Yeah, but I like the idea of her not coming back until the end where she's 12.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I was
But
saying.
I mean the end of the show.
okay, that's fine. I'm not saying
That's
that I
fine,
wanted
too.
to come back in the middle. I meant like
They'll send
towards
a
the
baby
end.
Not in
photo.
the season.
They'll send a baby photo.
Yeah, I think somebody is going to trigger Doc in the middle of the season.
They have to.
That's what's
It's
gonna
like
happen.
part of like the fact that he's trying to get better, and they're gonna bring it back just for that one, whether it's the last episode or in the middle.
Also,
It'll suck, but it's true.
I didn't watch the episode twice, so I could be wrong.
Go on.
But I, at first glance, felt like maybe possibly Bobo dragged Waverly out of that car.
That's what I just said.
Did you?
Yeah, I think it's Bobo who drags her out of
Okay,
the car.
I was like, I didn't see enough, but it's so like him to just leave
Yeah.
Wynonna.
yeah, just be like,
Especially
bye.
when she's screaming like, no, there's another, and he's like, shut up,
Yeah, no, I totally
He's
agree
all,
with
it's
that.
fine.
I like that prediction, especially because I can get my
Yeah.
Bobo and Doc ship going. I'm not predicting. I'm making a request here. I feel like saying he's shirtless and giving us him in an undershirt is rude, and I would appreciate.
Only
very
request. Yeah.
I would appreciate this season
Legit.
shirtlessness
How about
Yes.
both? Can we have dolls and Doc shirtless?
Yes.
and Bobo
Equal opportunity.
And Bobo. Wow, let's just be a mud
and
fight.
the ladies. You know what?
Yes.
Everyone shirtless.
Except Jeremy. No, I'm just kidding.
Aw.
I'm
dare
kidding.
you.
No, because I feel like someone would say that, like, no, Jeremy, please keep your clothes on.
Aw.
Like the
he's a
group,
ch-
like the
'cause
group
he's a
would say
Equal
that.
child.
I would like to.
opportunity
No, I
for
want him
all
also.
viewers' pleasures.
No. I feel like that would be a Wynonna thing to do. Be like, please, God, don't please put your shirt on.
Well, this has been fun. And it's going to be fun all season long. Also, I'm going to do it now. I believe there should be interviews from San Diego Comic-Con available by Kari Lane for AfterBuzz. So check those out. So new interviews. and other coverage from Comic-Con. I'll tell you where in a second, but until then, where can everyone keep up with you until next week? Alexis?
Hey guys, you guys can follow me all over social media at atorres890. That's ATORRES890. I also do a couple shows here on AfterBuzz TV. I do an awesome anime show with Kari Lane on Tuesdays at 6, and then I also will be doing closely, because apparently Netflix wasn't supposed to let this out. Voltron Season 7 comes out August 10th, so we will be covering that as well.
Cool.
Kari.
My name's Kari Lane, and you can find me online at Kari D Lane. That's KARIDLANE. Sundays is Box Office Breakdown. We talk about what movies came out over the weekend, as well as Marvel TV Weekly. Talk about Marvel TV news. And then Monday, we just finished The Handmaid's Tale. You can go watch the finale review of that. Tuesdays, anime with this one, and also horror movie news, where we talk about all things horror.
Meow.
And this one, obviously.
Still watching Handmaid's Tale. It's so good. My name is Amber Plaster. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you want to see pictures of me twinning with Kari D. Lane with our matching Wynonna Earp t-shirts and blue hair. You guys can follow me at Amber Plaster.
I'm Yael Tygiel. I'm everywhere at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL. And all of my San Diego Comic-Con coverage will be up at fanversation.com. We will see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.